Hi Duane.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us for this interview for globemma.com. So now it has been like almost 1 year, a little bit longer that you are here, a trainer here, a coach in the Team Alpha Male, that's right?
Yes sir, yes sir. Just over a year, yes.
Okay, I wanted to know how does it feel to be right now a coach after being a fighter?
It feels great. I'm naturally a good coach. I've been coaching guys since I was 19 anyway, and it feels good for me to help people out. That's the way I choose to look at it, that I'm creating better martial artists. So it makes me feel good to have other people's goals become my goals. Helping them achieve their goals makes me feel good. So I like it. I love it. It's just fun.
Is it important to be a fighter before being a coach, or when we are a fighter before being a coach, can we give something more to people?
Yes, there's definitely more to give if you have experienced it. Yeah, exactly. The experience, the intangible, you know, there's a lot more insight you can give. So, and then also, whether you can give more or not, your students, your members are going to respect you more because you have been there, you have done that, you've been through that. So I feel that the students respect me more because I have had a long history and somewhat of a successful martial art career. So there is more value to me coaching. And then of course I'm very detailed and analytical with my stuff, and I care about my students. I'm very passionate and emotional with what I do, which also helps me personally and helps my students as well. But for me, coming up, when I was training with people, I took like Boss Rutan's advice more to heart because I personally felt he's been through it. So his coaching meant more to me than some of the other coaches who have not fought.
So maybe in a few days you will be awarded as one of the best coach of the year.
Sure.
Is it important for you?
Yeah, that's important for me for sure. I like to be recognized for the efforts that I've put in. You know, some people say they don't like to do like you know, awards and and have titles and you know, do photos, interviews. I love it. Like I love like doing interviews and meeting the fans and autographs. Like this is fun for me. You know, it gives me purpose and focus in life for sure. And it definitely feels good to be awarded, even though there's no financial obligation. It's just definitely no finances off it. You're just gonna get, you know, a chunk of metal. That I think you get a chunk of metal. I'm not quite sure actually what you get, but it's definitely good to be appreciated for, you know, your efforts and get respect among your community. I love that for sure.
What do you like to transmit to your students? Do you have some things that are very important for you in particular?
Yes, for sure. And that's the technical aspect, which I feel is missing from a lot of coaches, gyms, in the sport in general. I think there's too much focus on I just don't think people are as detailed as I am. But there are a lot of people who are very detailed, like my old boxing coach, Trevor Whitman, is very detailed, and there are some very good coaches out there, and maybe they do know the aspects and they're just not coaching them, because I know like when I coach some people like I'll show them exactly what I feel is correct and they still don't do it, so I'm like, okay, this guy either doesn't care about it or whatever his effort is. But if someone is there to learn, then I'm going to give them all that I know, because I feel it's important to do things technically sound.
Who is today your best student?
TJ Dillashaw for sure, Joseph Benavides. Those two guys definitely take my training to heart the most. Chris Holdsworth, Lance Palmer. But you know, that's the interesting thing too, because I don't know everything. I think I know a lot, and what I do know, I know. Like I know a lot. Like what I know like almost every aspect to what I think I know anyway. But also it's what I know, and then what the instructor, what the fighter feels comfortable with, and we got to meet in the middle. So I got to make sure that I'm adapting to the student, to the athlete as well, because they all can't be Duane Ludwig, and I don't want them to be all Duane Ludwig. I wasn't the best fighter. I was pretty good. I'm just trying to make sure that I can help them become the best martial artists that they can be.
Okay. Thank you very much for this interview.
Done. Yes sir. globemma.com.
globemma.com, and follow Duane because he's one of the coach of the year 2013, and it will be one of the best coach for the several years. I'll tell you.
Yes sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.